Alright guys, you know, if you've watched my videos, you know I work in a machine shop full time. So I'm thinking it's time to do a steampunk thing. Because I can find like oilers and stuff. Well, I found an old oiler. I'm going to show you it. And I'm going to make a napkin holder out of it. So let me show you. Alright guys, here it is. I already took it apart, cleaned it up. I'm going to put it all back together. Might paint this black. I'm going to leave this brass. This is cleaned up nice. Might try something funky with that, but I'm not sure. So stay tuned. We'll keep on going. Little view of my shop. Well, it's not actually mine. I'm the leader here with some very cool guys to work with. So I'm not really the leader. I'm just a team player. Hey guys. Hey, I'm in a t-shirt. Can you believe it? Here in Michigan right now, it's February 9th. And I think it's like 60 degrees out. Usually at this time of year, it's like 15 below. But anyway, we got lucky. So I bought some more stuff for my steampunk napkin holder. I got me some Street 90s here. I got a coupling. So I'm going to screw that in. I got that one like that. It's going to go down. Got another side. Just like that. Now I'm going to take these. These were 4-inch pieces here. They're going to go like this. Now this is what I'm going to have a piece of wood running across here to hold the napkins down. It's going to slide up and down on these posts. Just like that. Now what I'd like to do is try to put a piece of plastic in here separating this. And I want to put pepper on this side and salt on this. Whether or not I can do that, I don't know. I'm going to try my best. But it's going to sit on the wood, kind of like this. The napkins will sit underneath. Piece of wood will hold the napkins down on the picnic table. And I'm hoping to have some salt and pepper shakers on here. And of course, pepper will be on the side with the pepper in the glass. And the salt will be on the side with the salt. So I'm going to take these all apart now and spray paint them black. We'll see what happens. Alright, I'm going with the satin black. I'm just going to hit them all with a light coat. Then in the morning I'm going to come out, hit it again. I don't want no runs in it. This is my first steampunk project. They always look cool on YouTube, so I thought, why not try one? Alright guys, I'll see you in the morning. Okay guys, I've kind of switched over to a piece of maple that I have instead of the mahogany. This is kind of how I want it laid out. I'm thinking of taking a Forstner bit, countersinking these in a bit, salt and pepper. So I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to cut this off on the radial arm right about here. And then this piece here will be the piece of mahogany that's going to go up, or maple is going to go up and down and hold the napkins down when the wind's blowing. Alright. Alright, I've got a bad spot in the maple here, so I'm going to take that over on the table saw and I'm going to rip her right on down there. Kind of got the basic layout the way I want it. Got it trimmed down. This thing keeps falling down on me, so I think what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take my Forstner bit and I'm going to countersink these down a little bit so it won't fall over on me. I'm going to get the closest size as I can to the pipe and see how that goes. little more. Just a bit. Definitely don't want to drill through the whole thing. Well, let's see how close I come, guys. Here we go. Oh yeah, that fits in there nice. Okay, first step done. That's cool. I like that. All right. So now what I want to do with my other piece of maple is I want to make it so it slides up and down on these rails like that to hold the napkins down when it's windy and everything out. So I'm going to take my leftover piece of maple I had, and I think we're going to rip that probably about 2 inches. I think that'll work great. So back over to the table saw and we'll do a 2-inch rip on this piece. Alright, we got it ripped. Put the piece there, and I think I'm going to let it hang over maybe at 1 inch on each side. I think that'll look cool. So I'm going to go over to radial arm saw and give that a little chop right about here. Right about there. Alright, I just did my chop. Now I got to take and drill these holes all the way through so it slides up and down. There we go. I put 1-inch holes in it so it'll slide up and down nice and easy. Now let's hope we lined everything up right. Stick that on there. There we go. That's cool. Got our little napkins here. There we go, right there. Look at that. That wind blows, it's not going to blow them around. That's cool. Now I have to figure out how to put my salt and pepper shakers. I want them mounted on there too. And I don't want to fall over when people pick up on this and pull it. Alright. Alright, I'm going to round these corners over just a little bit. And then I'm going to use the router and round them over all the way. Like that. I'm going to go around the base and the up and down slider. There we go. Looks pretty good like that. Go ahead and do this one now. There we go. Got the holes done all around the outsides. It'll slide up and down easy now. Napkins will slide in and out. Awesome. Alright, I've set the salt and pepper shaker up here. About the position I think will be good. And now I'm going to use this 1.5-inch hole saw, and I hope this works. I'm going to go down a bit, and then I'm going to have to kind of chisel it out, because I don't want to go through this board. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so I went and got an 1.75-inch hole saw out of my box, and I'm going to start for the salt and pepper shaker right here, and I'm going to go 5/8 deep, because I don't want to go through the 3/4-inch piece of wood. Battery's going good. Okay, now I'm not sure how I'm going to chisel this all out of there, but I think I will be able to figure it out, guys. Alright, so what I did on this one, right here, is I took a chisel, split it halfway down the middle, and just started chiseling it out. Well, I know what you guys are going to say, why don't you just buy a Forstner bit? Well, I don't feel like running out. That's why. So I just split it. And I kind of quartered it. Same on the other side. Now I know you don't want to watch me do this whole thing. Then I took a smaller chisel. Just started working it out like that. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest, and then I'll show you what I come up with. Alright, seemed to work out pretty good. There it is. Chiseled out very nicely. I might take a Dremel tool and sand that out just a little bit more. But all in all, it worked great. Alright guys, I went through, sanded this all down. First I used my orbital, you don't need to watch me sand, with 180. I put 220 on. I'm hand sanding it all down with 220. And when I'm done, I'm going to spray this with water and that'll raise up all the little end grain, whatever. I'm going to let it dry. Then I'm going to sand it back down with 220 again. And then I'm going to put my, I don't know what I'm going to put on it, to tell you the truth. I think I might put some butcher block oil on it. And should look pretty good. So I'm going to spray it down with some water in a few minutes. You can watch me do that. Okay, I got my water bottle in one of these. I'm just going to spray it down. You probably really see the grain pop. Oh yeah. That looks pretty. I'm going to do both sides. I'm going to let it dry. Now the grain's I can already feel it. The grain's starting to pop up. That way when I put my butcher block oil on, the grain's already going to be sanded down. It's not going to pop up anymore. You can kind of see the pattern in that wood, I hope. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. It's going to look good though when it's done. So it's Sunday night. I'm about done for the night. I'm going to let this dry. Monday night I'm going to come out, sand it all down. And we'll start putting the butcher block on there. Yeah, I can already feel the grain popping up, and that's what you want. Alright, see y'all later. Alright guys, you really can't see the raised grain on it, so I can't really show it to you, but you can definitely feel it. So I'm just taking the 220 paper, and I'm just knocking them little hairy burrs off. And once I get all that done, I'm going to take my butcher block oil and I'm going to put probably 2 or 3 coats on. That's this right here. And that's going to make that grain pop pretty nice. So I'm going to finish getting them little hairs off of there. And then I'll show you what it looks like when I put the oil on. Alright, it says use a soft clean cloth. Now I've already done this one. I just wipe it on there. Not too heavy, but a little enough to soak in. And then I'm going to let it dry till tomorrow. I'm going to put another coat on. Sand it lightly with 220 between coats. So I'm going to get this whole board wet. And I don't know if you can see the grain or not. Let's see if we can get some of that grain pattern in there. Oh, you can see it a little bit. Yeah, that's going to look pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead, do the rest of it, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Alright guys, we are almost done on this project. I want to show you what I did. I put pepper on this side, and I put salt on this side. And right in the middle, you can see, I put a very thin membrane of plastic. I use this old plastic cover or something, and I cut it to match perfectly in there, and that divides the salt and the pepper. It's pretty cool. Next thing I'm going to do now is I have 2 coats of butcher block oil on here right now, and I'm going to sand it down with 400 grit, just like real light, just like this basically. I'm going to go over the whole thing. I'm going to put 1 more coat of the butcher block oil on there, and tomorrow I'll be epoxying my salt and pepper thing in there, and it should be about done. I'm going to put 4 rubber feet on here also. Alright, putting on the 3rd coat, dipping my little towel in there. Just a little towel is all you need. Just rubbing on a little bit of it. And that'll soak in. I've already, like I said, I already have 2 coats on it. So this is the 3rd coat. I'll be all done. I'll give you a view up in the air there in a second. Oh, I don't like doing that, guys. Gotta be alright though. Okay, I'm going to show you in a minute once I get it done. Okay guys, let's look at that grain now. Watch it as I go around. Is that pretty? Look at that. That is cool. That's going to be a cool napkin holder, ain't it? Ain't that neat? And I'm glad I put 3 coats on. A lot of times you might be in a hurry. You'd say, oh, I'm going to put 2 coats on and be done. But that 3rd coat always makes a difference. And again, this is just butcher block oil. It's not like a high gloss finish or anything. So when it dries, it'll probably dry a little more matte than that. I'll put a little wax on it though when it's all done. It'll look good. Alright, I'm going to start putting it together tomorrow probably. Can't wait. Alright guys, this really turned out good with the 3 coats. So don't slack on this. If you're going to put butcher block oil on it, put your 3 coats on there. Sand it with 400 between coats. Now I'm going to put feet on the bottom of it. And these are the feet that I'm going to use. And they come with stainless steel screws and everything. So I ordered these online. They come in a bag like this with 50 in them. Just go online and look up rubber feet. 100 small round rubber board electronic crafts feet. So I measured in 1 inch on all 4 corners. You don't have to pre-drill these really. Just stick them in, stick the screw right in the middle. Just like that. Put it right where you want it. Well, just like that. Okay. And there you go. You got some nice rubber feet on there now. I'll go ahead and put 4 more on, and I'll show you what we got. Okay, all 4 feet are on. Flip it over. Very nice. Get your fingers under there for picking it up and everything. Next thing I'm going to do, get some epoxy mixed up. I'm going to put this on along with the napkin holder right here. Alright. Okay, I'm going to use this Gorilla Glue epoxy right here. That's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to mix it on this old piece of plastic I got. So I'm just going to squirt some in there, mix it up, apply in here, and then I'll show you as I'm fitting it all together. Alright, I got it mixed up. I'm applying it in the hole with a little dowel rod. Being very careful not to get on the wood. Okay. I did get just a tad on there. Alright. Now, this has got to go on just like that. I'm going apply it in the hole. Alright, it's down there tight. Now I'm going to put these spacers in there to keep my holder from touching. Okay, now I'm going to allow this to set up for a little bit, and then I will show you it with the napkins in it and the finished product, finally. Alright guys, here's the finished product. Looks pretty good. The reason I ended up making this is, whenever I'm camping, put the napkins on the table and they'll blow away. So this way, they're held in. Just raise this up, pull it out, or I think you can even grab one, pull it out. This weighted piece of maple here will hold it all down. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, watch some of my other videos. Hit the like button, subscribe. I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.